We're halfway through term 1. We've managed to unfreeze it now, so we'll pick up from where we are. We're in the US. We've done some radical changes. We thought we'd literally broke America, at least technically, but we are back on it now. And trying to remember what we were looking at. Uncompetitive economy. Productivity is still the biggie. So all these conditions and diseases, we dipped massively and then we were going up. Respiratory diseases dropping now. So whether we hammer health or to try and tackle that faster, or welfare fraud was a big one last time, wasn't it? Welfare fraud, that was on the news. We're making it too easy apparently. And it's quite popular with voters, so let's make it not easy. Undercover investigators. Economy. Helicopter money. America have actually tried that policy in real life. Very inflationary though, isn't it? Enterprise investment scheme. It's going to cost us a bit, but it should boost the economy, hopefully get this productivity crisis back in the right direction. Boost GDP, we love boosting GDP. Is there any other little bits we can do? Transport, bicycle subsidies, carpooling campaign, cycling, public services, free parenting classes, anybody? Could increase gender equality, population parents, more population, more taxpayers, and it's really popular. Let's do parenting classes then. Do some state intervention here and carry on. Surgical strikes in order to protect our oil supply. Go on. Strong leader, patriot, that boosts after the recent scandal with those international charges. New major party donor, fantastic. It's fair to say that the state of the nation is much better than when we took over. We're adding more activists. 78%, our popularity's going up. We've got a tiny budget surplus. How can we keep boosting the economy? Income from income tax is going up without us actually raising it because the economy is being boosted. Where are we with uncompetitive economy, which I think is our biggest problem at the moment? Still stubbornly high, isn't it? Stubbornly high. So, robotics research grants will increase technology. It's not very popular, but we are becoming a bit of a technology backwater, which we don't want. Rural development grants, though. Boost GDP, very popular. Let's go with that. We might get some congestion from this though. Everything to boost GDP at the moment. Everything. Safeguard oil supplies. To protect it from attacks by terrorists. Governments involved are happy for our troops to be stationed on their soil. Well, if the governments are happy, let's support them. Water shortage, great. Fake news is on the rise because of the media monopoly. 80% of the vote. Small surplus. Ooh, uncompetitive economy would be helped a lot by import tariffs. Would damage foreign relations and international trade though, but we need to hammer uncompetitive economy, so let's do it. Let's hammer it down 36.71% and get a bit more money in. It's a no-brainer. Economy, city farms, push down the food price. That wouldn't help much with obesity, but it would help now we've got that water shortage problem. Let's go with it. Max funding doesn't cost us a lot, let's go. Demand from a donor wants a clean fuel subsidy. Everyone loves it. Helps the environment. Why not? So we've not done a lot on the environment recently. Trade Council is getting more popular with voters, so let's try and repair some of that international damage from our other policies. Oh, we need a new Transport Secretary, they went. Great! Scott Morales, step up. Religious plot. Angels of Heavenly Justice. Ooh. Small membership, but bigger threat. Journalist jailed for espionage in our country. Ooh. Human rights, that's going to become a bit of an issue then. Import tariffs, not happy, Morgan Gomez. It's necessary to sort our economy out. 94% of the vote, that's really good. Right, maybe we need to tighten up on security. Oh, we've got no capital left. DNA database. Criminal only database, I think. Yeah, reduce crime, violent crime, but Liberals aren't happy, but not as unhappy as they would have been if we just said everybody. GDP's going down, unemployment's up. This is a problem. Secretary of Health isn't happy. Campaign speeches. Middle incomers, let's talk to them. Capitalists. Much happier than the socialists, so let's try and get them on board. State employees are a big group, let's talk to them. And the wealthy, because the poor are already really happy. Hopefully this works out. Looking good so far. Fantastic. I think we can be happy with that. Certainly. Certainly. Diplomatic service. Let's go with the diplomatic service, definitely. Let's try and repair some of these foreign relations disasters we've implemented. For the good of the country, of course. Demand from donor, wants a border navy. No. Secretary of Commerce has gone. Stand up, Brian Cruz, you're in. Fake news is now widespread. Great. Campaign speeches. Environmentalists, let's speak to that. The capitalists, let's try and please them a bit more. Let's try and balance this out. Conservatives aren't that happy, but the Liberals are winnable at 48%, I think. And socialists, don't want to damage the capitalists at the moment. They're retired. Can we speak to the youth? Yeah, but for little gain for a big loss. Oh, this is hard. Let's still do it. Let's see how that goes. Well, I think we can say that was a roaring success. Definitely. Happy with that. Media monopoly. Is there any bit we can tinker with there? Competition law is balanced. What is causing this media monopoly? Press freedom is very high. If we raise it, reduces corruption, reduces the media monopoly, increases democracy. Let's do it. No, refuse, no border navy here. We're not doing it. Food crisis, great. National sports stars gagged by foreign power from speaking their mind. Ugh. Cyberbullying on the rise, but we're mega popular. We've got a massive deficit though again, or not a good one at least. We could try talking to the Conservatives, but Conservatives and Liberals, we both want to try and win around. The poor are less happy with us. Let's talk to the Conservatives. Let's see if we can boost them a bit. Where are we? Wealthy. 65%. Just have a chat to the state employees. We're not going to win the trade unionists for this election, so self-employed it is. Wow, this is up and down. This is a bit of a Marmite speech, clearly. Oh no. A very Marmite speech, definitely. Overall, hopefully, that should be pretty good for us though. We're spending a load. It's because our income's dropped by about 30 billion just on income tax alone. Inheritance tax isn't very popular with voters. Unexplained wealth orders. Right to privacy. Foreign investor tax breaks. How are we doing with the uncompetitive economy? That might dictate what we're doing. Ooh, it's nearly at a stop. Good. Media monopoly. Is there something big we can do on this? State broadcaster is at the minimum. But we could combat fake news and media monopoly at the same time by giving them like a BBC, basically. Capitalists don't like it, socialists do. Education goes up, foreign relations up, unemployment down, fake news gets a hammering, and so's the media monopoly. I think it's important to grasp that nettle. Public services, cyberbullying on the rise, so let's stamp down on that and see where we're at. It is election time, so let's see, is this going to be a one-off or is it going to be a series? Do Americans like us enough to keep us in power? Right, let's see. We've got an activist boost, which the Republicans haven't, and we have got a spending boost, so let's see what this does for us. Oh, looking good. Looking good. Looking really good. 91% of the vote. Americans love us, which is fantastic. Turnout 71%. The Republicans had a higher turnout, but on a much lower number. 65.6% of the electorate voted for us. 252.6 million. 91% of the vote. Over a quarter of people didn't bother to turn out, and the smaller parties are basically non-existent. So we've got pretty much the majority of the vote from all groups aside from trade unionists, where we nearly got half, which is good. Food prices rised massively during this term, which is not great. Alcohol consumption has plummeted. Rare earth metal prices are up. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. International trade down. Lifespan up nearly a third in a quarter. Crime down. Foreign relations has tanked. Tourism has tanked. CO2 emissions, though, down a quarter. Education and equality up a quarter. Unemployment down a quarter. This is so positive. Environment up. Generational wealth gap down. Violent crime down. So we're getting a grip on crime as well. Technology and health are up. Oil demand down. Development up. Equality up. Poor earnings up. Healthcare demand. Traffic congestion and car usage all down. Even though we thought some of our policies might stimulate, by stimulating the economy, stimulate more cars. But overall we're net down, which is good. Telecoms, cryptocurrency, poverty's up, which is not good. We'll have to have a look. Business confidence is still down, but hopefully as the uncompetitive economy comes to an end, we can sort it out. We have tanked private healthcare by 10%, productivity up 10%, racial tension is up, population is up 8%, fantastic. Rail usage, this is all looking pretty positive overall, just to say it's been one term. People are leaving more now though. Legal drunk consumption up. The GDP is raised slightly. Corruption up slightly. Our most fanatical vote 100% approves of us. Most sceptical is at 37%, which isn't too bad. Political compass puts us majority capitalist with a bit of liberalism sprinkled on top. So, do you know what? We'll take that for a first term. We've done some radical changes. We've sorted out some problems. We've got a bit of a deficit back. But our main aim, although the deficit is important, is to absolutely hammer some of these crises that we're starting with in America, which are abundant. So in the second term, we're going to try and have our aim as sorting the crises out so that we can develop on further. Hope you have enjoyed this first term. Now that the voters have returned us with a whopping majority, this will be a series, so stick around for part 2 of Democracy for USA.